BIDE Logbook, a collective record of an international dance event, dedicated to all the hands of the nameless artists who contributed to this journal. Introduction. What is a journal? A journal is a literary genre. It is the writer's personal account of details and experiences from their life, and as such is considered a subgenre of the autobiography. According to Ana Caballé, lecturer at the University of Barcelona and head of the Department for Biographical Studies, writing a journal is an ethical act. It invites the person writing to examine their life. A space for self-expression and free thinking about oneself. How does a logbook differ from a journal? A logbook is a personal journal based on a journey. The most common form is a personal and subjective travel report in which the writer records everything they experience on this journey. It is a collection of experiences to remember special or unique moments, encounters, sensations, and places. Now imagine this amplified, not written by one traveller, but created by the hands of many artists from many different cultures, countries, and backgrounds. This is the BIDE Logbook. More than a personal journey, it is a collective journey based on individual records, a creative compilation of a dancer's experience of meeting, BIDE's most important global event. BIDE, Barcelona International Dance Exchange, is a non-profit organisation. It was founded in 2008 with the aim of promoting encounters and creative exchanges among professionals in the world of the performing arts. BIDE promotes diverse and dynamic horizontal participation through the use of constructive dialogues between different dance models, ideologies, and realities. By fostering the constant inclusion, mobility, and interaction between artists of different ages, genders, cultures, and experiences, BIDE encourages curiosity and interdisciplinary approaches in all of its programmes. Meeting, landing, talk, satellite, residencies, net, and not forgetting its digital programmes, podcast, log, and the audiobook, which you are currently listening to. This audiobook is the first spoken BIDE logbook. In it, we will share entries from the logbooks kept during the 2016 and 2017 meetings held at La Caldera Les Corts. Notes and sketches help capture the thoughts, reflections, movements, feelings and choreographies created during the Lab, an innovative methodology developed by BIDE and applied during the meetings. Are you ready? Chapter 1. Lab, the boarding pass. Before setting off on our journey through the contents of this journal, we'd like to explain the concept and methodology that guide it. If meeting is a great co-creative journey, then Lab is its boarding pass. The aim behind Lab is to allow creative ideas to emerge, flourish, and circulate from a foundation of diversity and inclusion through a process of non-hierarchical cross-exploration. Facilitators mediate each Lab, introducing the themes and proposing a dynamic structure for every working session. This provides a fertile environment for participants to then be able to make a decision on how to proceed. The methodology behind Lab sparks connections through which participants engage in research and share their discoveries to fuel collective creation. Much is said about the process of collective creativity and collaborative dance, but bringing it to life is another challenge altogether. Cultural institutions and artist collectives already often include projects of co-creativity to complement their programmes. In these programmes, the audience is often invited to participate in building and discussing proposals based on topics of interest. These can be topics relevant to the community or of global relevance. However, in order for these strategies to be successful in achieving their objectives, complete transparency is necessary. The notion of extended collective creativity in the body and in its movements can be interpreted in a variety of ways. In contemporary dance and performing arts, bodies communicate through free improvised movements. Therefore, arriving at a collectively created choreography or performance by consensus is a significant undertaking. A horizontally structured methodology characterized by freedom and autonomy is essential for building trust among participants and facilitating the untethered expression of their thoughts and ideas. This is BILAB, a methodology that unleashes collective imagination. Chapter 2. Welcome to the BIDE Logbook. A journey through the contents of the journals written during BILAB workshops offers the traveller a fascinating insight into the creative process. The many hands of the dancers participating in B meetings at La Caldera have filled these journals with stories and illustrations of their experience. The result is the creation of a unique work of collective storytelling. So this leads to the question, what is storytelling? Storytelling is the art of narrating, of creating and harnessing a magical atmosphere and sharing it through the spoken or written word. In this audiobook, we will explore how this magic unfolds via the BILAB notebooks. Picture the scene. 4 rooms with an average of 15 different dancers in each. Different countries, different cultures, and different ages. All these dancers writing in the same notebook about the same thing. The notebook is passed from dancer to dancer, with each writing down what is happening in that room at that moment. An average of 15 different perspectives on one creative event. This has been done every year since 2008, when the first BILAB took place. Just imagine the wealth of story content and creativity that we have to share with you. How often are ideas and acts of creativity documented on paper in our digital age? Dancers speak with their whole body, but when writing in the logbook, they use only their hands. People are unique. The hands tracing the words may be different, but here, the minds guiding them share one common goal: to come together to create one choreography. Chapter 3. Take off. Attention dancers, do not remain seated and do not keep your seatbelts fastened. We are about to begin our journey, a flight through the pages of Classroom 1's journal, written during the 2016 to 2017 B meetings, where the central theme was remix. This theme was proposed as an artistic tool, a device for creating connections, and a trigger for inspiration. An idea that was used both as the initial starting point for dialogue and for engaging in research. A remix is a strategy used for musical composition and innovation, characterized by the fact that it takes existing material from different sources and uses it to create something new. BIDE felt drawn to try and apply this practice to dance and choreography. Let's start at the beginning, on the first page. The sketch filling this page is made up of different parts. Each area on the page contains one of these different parts, a word or a symbol. One sentence stands out. Written at the bottom of the page is the question: how are you? This simple question asked at the beginning of the lab makes you stop and think. As you reflect, you become aware of subtle details or nuances in your body, in yourself. So I ask you again, how are you? While you consider this, we'll continue on our journey. A few pages later, we come across a drawing which catches our eye. It is a circular diagram illustrating the positioning of spectators and performers. Strikingly, the spectators are placed where we would expect to find the performers, and the performers are placed outside the circle, as if they were the spectators. The roles of spectator and performer are reversed, are remixed. This is the moment in the exercise when thoughts on space and freedom begin to emerge. We thought we would have too much freedom, so we added in more rules, and then the roles were reversed. As long as you don't see structure as a limit, freedom exists. You are free. These are profound philosophical statements which go beyond a mere exercise for the body. They show that the exercise is about life, about the structures we live within, structures which could hold back our creativity if we choose to see them as limits. As we continue our journey through the journal, we come to an exercise containing a map of Barcelona. Here, participants study the city's layout, comparing Barcelona's Gothic quarter with Chivilcoy, a city in the northern part of the province of Buenos Aires, Argentina. From 2016, Chivilcoy began to be seen as the provincial capital of theatre, given that the foundational seed of Argentinian theatre is considered to have been born here. The idea was to create a remix of Barcelona's city structure, clarity versus chaos, collective listening, pedestrian movement and body structure. Start with small movements, as authentic as possible, like an inner scan. This sentence was written during the collective listening and Genesis exercises, a moment when the dancers savoured, lost themselves in the pleasure of sound. If I tried to save a sound, what would it taste of? Movement is easy, just like not wanting to move. Walking and remembering the points of the body which were the trigger for the start of the whole process. We continue on our journey through the pages of the notebook and arrive at a page where the theme is floating. In the first exercise, a dancer is pushed into the middle of the circle. They try to escape. In the second exercise, one dancer is carried by all of the others, as if they were floating. A sentence from this page reads, "We are fish, floating." Chapter 4. Where are we in space? It is now the 30th of April, 2016, and we have come to an exercise called the embrace. Our participants walk around the room and embrace each other, sometimes several people, sometimes one person. Then a massage, a moment of calm, with Caetano Veloso's Voce e Linda. You are beautiful, playing in the background. Receiving or enjoying a massage whilst listening to this song serves as an exercise in self-esteem and empowerment. The dancers begin to follow the melody and the compass. It is a shared time and place, a moment to embrace each other in the way that feels most natural to them. Moving on, it is now the first day of the next month. It is the 1st of May, 2016. The theme is finding inner perspectives and relationships between bones and blood. Participants reflect on their bones, their muscles, their organs, blood and guts. What do we look like from the outside? The dancers move and create movements in response to this question. What is the space inside of us like? What is the space outside of us like? Eyes are part of it too. The idea is to work the body as a unit. Continuing with the theme of eyes, we move on to a workshop where the theme is to explore the look behind. Where are things when we don't see them? These secondary eyes at the back of the head give us the opportunity to remove emotion or insecurity from the conventional gaze. How many directions does the body have, and what are they? Where are we in space? It is now difficult to be with oneself. Is it still moving internally? It ends when it ends. Chapter 5. Turbulence, a glitch in motion. We are coming to the end of our journey. Now to the question of glitch or no glitch, or failure or no failure. Because to fail is human, and with failure always comes a learning experience far greater than the mistake itself. The glitch comes suddenly. It emerges. It comes and then it goes again. Contact with no gravity was the best moment, a meditation of the heart. Time travel is a glitch effect. Knowing you expands my limits. There were tears in this room. Disconnect your mobile phones and turn off the failure mode. End of turbulence. Chapter 6. The Landing. We are getting ready for landing. We have arrived at our final destination. These are just a few of the notes taken from the 2016 and 2017 Classroom 1 logbooks. We have chosen a selection of these to give you an idea of the content that we have kept. BIDE's aim is to turn these journals into several audiobooks just like this one, to create a storytelling for people to listen to and be taken on a journey through the exercises and experiences from the last 15 years of B meetings. And this is where we say goodbye, for now. We would like to thank from the bottom of our hearts all of the dancers who have recorded and shared their experiences, feelings and thoughts in this journal, a journal which can now be listened to. We hope to see you again soon.